I thought the first half was one of our better first halves this year as far as, battling on both ends. I thought the second half, we didn't show up. Had some costly turnovers, some mixed rebounds that we did not get. Just too many turnovers, especially in the second half, some costly ones. And, we fouled. They got to the foul line 31 times, and we turned it over 15 times. And in transition, we had some opportunities that we just couldn't cash them in. I mean, I thought that was the difference. And they got some transition points. So I thought that was the difference in the game. We just have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. These last 4 games, we can't. It's going to be hard for us to do anything if we keep turning the ball over like this. So we got to do a better job of cleaning that up. That's on me. But moving forward, having JJ back, that was probably the best news we had. And again, not playing for a couple of weeks, I thought he gave us an injection, of energy, getting to the basket, create for others. And so, we just got to keep building on that. I was, Chris, I thought Chris responded well. His best game of the year so far, but, with those two things being said, with those two playing well and, playing better, I think, as we move forward, we just got to keep building. It's tough. I thought the score did not indicate how close the game was. I thought when we got to about 66-73, we didn't cash in when we needed to, and we didn't get the stops and the fouls. We fouling, away from the basket. They got to the free throw line and the rebounding. Transition was a problem, but it's because we had some costly turnovers that we had to foul, or we didn't get a chance to get back. Questions?
Adrian, can you talk about the process by which you JJ played today? Was there an evaluation period, and how did that all work out?
We have been evaluating him each week, and the beginning of this week, after he started practicing a little bit, some non-contact stuff, but then he started building his way up, and then we got him checked out, and he felt good about it, and he came up to me and said he wanted to go today, and right after pregame, and I said all right. But we went through a process. Each week he was getting checked, and he started progressing. In the last probably 4 or 5 days, he started getting involved in practice and doing a little bit more each day, and just built his confidence up.
Did you imagine he played 32 minutes today, or was it because Jake Long was really strong on today?
No, I mean, the one thing about when he said he thinks he can go, I said, hey, I'm putting you in, all right? This is, you ready to go. And he said he was ready to go. JJ is a phenomenal. He's in phenomenal shape. So, but he was ready to go. I thought he gave us a really big boost. I thought he was the reason why we kept it together in the first half. He kept it close for us in the first half. Did he run out of gas? Absolutely, a little bit, but he'll be okay. He'll be okay going forward. But again, we just got to keep moving forward. Again, I've seen a lot more positive than I've seen in the past. The last couple of games, I thought, like I said, the first half, I thought we had some light. But, when you're struggling like we are, you got to just keep building and keep moving forward. Keep your head down and keep working.
Why went into the decision to take Chris out of the starting lineup? And as you said, he responded well. What did you say to him about that move?
I talked to Chris after the last game, and, I thought me and him talked about it, and I said I thought he was, playing tentative. I thought he was, really worrying about, coming out the game, and I said, not trying to help. I'm trying to help, not trying to, build your confidence up. I thought, I said, what about getting ready to go into the game? I think that might help you. And I thought, he responded to that well. He had no issues. So whatever I need to do for the team, what's best for the team. And he's been great. The last probably 2 or 3 practices, he's been way more aggressive, taking way more shots. So again, that was something that we talked about, and I thought he responded well, and hopefully he can continue to do that.
Coach, how important is Chris Bell's confidence for your squad?
Excuse me?
How important is Chris Bell's confidence for your squad? You mentioned him.
Oh, I mean, he's important. Again, he was important. I think, what he hit He had 4 threes today. I think he had 2 in the first half. And then we had 10 threes. I don't think we had 10 threes probably all year, during the regular season, So, again, that was a big boost for our team, him being able to knock down some shots because we've been struggling and we need to get those. I thought today especially in the first half, we had some outside and we had some inside. So, again, we just got to keep building on that. But he's very important for us, make no mistake about it. If we, want to get this thing turned around, Chris Bell is a part of this.
Brent's given up 54 second half points. What were the biggest problems there, especially in the second half?
I thought we had some costly turnovers and some rebounds. I thought, we with some rebounds. And then, again, probably the last 10 points at the end, we fouling, trying to get some steals. And I just thought we fouled a lot. And then, the second chance, the second chance points, even though they say had 8, but I thought during the time where we needed to get those stops, we couldn't get them. They got some rebounds. And then, we had a couple of breakdowns in coverage, especially with Dang. Thought he got loose and hit one that was tough. And, we just, defensively, we had to press and we had to try to do some things at the end. I thought that was the difference, as far as part of that 54.
You tried a little bit of zone at the end of the game. I don't know if it's because of your foul trouble or what have you, but how do you feel like you could address maybe the scoring in the paint? Because this team today in particular really scored a bunch of points in the paint.
Yeah, they put a lot of pressure on the rim. I think I think the zone is something that we work on. Is something that it had nothing to do with with them scoring in the paint. It was really more of trying to give them a different look because they had caught a rhythm, and we wanted to see if we can kind of get them out of rhythm. We got a couple of stops, but not a lot. And we fouled. Again, we're fouling in the zone. That's not good. And we missed a couple of rotations on the zone. We ran out to the corner. They drive. Jair doesn't come over and rotate, and they get a couple of easy ones. So we got to keep working on it in that aspect. But again, the difference was I thought rebounding, turnovers, and transition. We couldn't score in transition. We had some opportunities we just couldn't cash in.
Got time for 2 more.
Coach, it looked like JJ played with pretty good pace today, like he normally does, but made a concerted effort to dribble primarily with the right hand, like really not want to dribble his left. Did you notice that? And do you think that'll work back to more of an even split the more games he plays?
Yeah, I'm sure. I think he might have been a little tentative, but once he was in the game, I knew he would lock in. And I'm sure he probably, towards the end, he probably seen that a little bit more towards the end. The game started kind of getting out of reach, so he probably did that a little bit. That's why I wanted to get him out towards the end, just get him ready for the next game. But again, JJ is one of the best guards, in our league and in the country, and he's a big part of what we do. So we just got to keep building and keep building and getting him back and rounding into form.
As well as Chris played today, only took 5 shots. Do you envision him taking this few shots in some of the big games, or do you anticipate ramping up a little bit as his shot continues to fall?
I think, when we can, and again, he had 18 points, so, he was very productive. He got to the free throw line. I thought he took shots. It was a while he wasn't taking shots. Would we like to get him more shots? Absolutely. And I think, we may be able to do that a little bit more now that, we got JJ back, a couple of, now we have 2 ball handlers and JC and 2 decision makers. And so I think, he may be able to get, a little bit more opportunities. And obviously we try to get him some, and we will continue to try to get him some more. But I thought, he took advantage of the shots that he had today. He hadn't had those looks in a while.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Locker
Coach.
room will be open. We're traveling, so we can get over there as fast as possible.
Buckle it up, everybody.
Excuse me?
Buckle it up.